Alright, notes. Ah, yes, notes. The party defeated the stone golems. Lilith helped, with the help of Clarice, return Moth Toddler to Moth Mommy, who flew away. Rigby has found a mysterious glowing crotch box. Lynn finally learned how to read, forgot suplex, and learned Vine Whip. Preston has utterly destroyed Verb's self-esteem. Alright. So, we rejoin the part... I don't have any of my notes up. I'm all over the map today, sorry guys. I had to wake up super early for no good goddamn reason. Because Canpar is a shitty delivery service.
Yep, Canpar fucking sucks.
But annoyingly, that's who Indigo always ships with, so... tedious. I was, however, able to get myself a copy of 1313 Dead End Drive, so I'm living.
No fucking way.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that game is baller. Did you get the original version or the remake?
I wish...
The remake fixed a lot of the broken... Like, everything was finicky, all the little plastic bits.
I got the 25th anniversary edition.
Okay, so you got the one with the new rules, because they alter the rules, too. I'm trying to remember what the actual differences were.
I was just surprised to find one. It's so good. But, like, the originals are all, like, $300-something fucking dollars online, so...
Yeah, they're dumb expensive. The only other fucking board game that I've been trying to track down an original of is, what is it? It's a Escape from Treasure Mountain or something like that.
Why do I have a vague memory of this?
Yeah, it's like a big fucking board, right? And you have to, like, fold it up, and the box is huge, and it's like a volcano. And you have to, like, scale the volcano in a circle, and then there's, like, a trap at the top where it, like, spits these fireballs, and they circle down, and if you're not in a little alcove, you get knocked off the map.
Why do I have a vague memory of this?
It's so cool. There was a Kickstarter to rebuild it and manufacture a bunch of them, but I didn't get on. So...
I hope they, like, reach general circulation, because that sounds dope as fuck. And I also have some weird, vague memory of this taking place, so I need to access this.
Back when board games were cool, you know? Now they're like...
Yeah. Now they're like, here's 48 cardboard pieces.
Yeah, there's no more mousetraps, you know? There's no more, like, elaborate buildings and shit.
That's true.
Oh, maybe there are, I just don't know.
At least not in vogue, anyway.
Yeah.
Alrighty, gang. We are in the crypt, so... Oh, right, I should probably get rid of the spear, this golem spear. You disarmed this golem. I did leave it behind on the floor. I don't know if anyone in the party had wanted to try to pick it up.
We established that the only person that could pick it up is Kate, and she did not want to get rid of something else.
That's fair, then I will.
No, it's not that at the time, it's because we were mid-combat.
True.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to take the time to go pick it up.
Yeah, also, I thought anybody could pick it up, but we said that only Kate could use it realistically as a weapon, because it's heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like the rest of you could cart that around for God knows why, but...
Of course, you'd still,
I could
no matter
always...
how strong you are, Katie, you're still going to throw out your back the first time you swing it. Right? It's just how gravity works.
I mean, I could always just put it in Lynn's bag.
Is this going to be another Lynn's not here, use her as a bank?
Yeah, while she's looking the other way.
Alright, do you want to... I mean, you're up first, so... I don't know if you wanted to shove this inside Lynn or not.
I'll shove this rod all the way into Lynn.
Okie dokie.
Who knows? We might be able to use it to barricade ourselves in somewhere.
It's Lynn in 2 days. So how was the session, guys? Well, you'll never believe what Kate put in you.
Long and hard.
Oh my god. Let's see. Stone.
Put this down on a solid surface.
My god.
There's an
You
R
sure
in
can't
the
adjust
word
that volume like just a little bit?
I can whisper.
It's fine on my end. Your headphones might be a little bit too loud. Large stone.
No, it's just the difference in the volumes, right?
Yeah, like across everyone.
Yeah. Also, I haven't heard Ryan yet. I see he's here.
He answered my question earlier.
Oh, okay, there you go.
He's alive.
How about now?
Oops.
Joey? How about
A
now?
little less.
Now?
That's pretty good.
Alrighty.
Into limb bag.
But it's one of those things where like you're holding it with the mouse, right? And you're like, ah, that's perfect, and you let go and it jumps.
Oh, every time. Legitimately every time.
That's why I said you gotta click it and then adjust with the keys, right?
Alright, Lilith, what's your action 2?
What's going on with this crotch box?
I don't know. Ryan is mid-touching it. I think he just picked it up as we cut to black on you guys.
Okay, Ryan, do you need help with this crotch box?
No, this is my first crotch I'm handling.
I figure I'll hold one side.
Why do you give him these openings?
Yeah, so you should really know better by now, Kate.
No, I shouldn't, because I did it on purpose.
Just setting it up. Oh my god. Okay, well, Ryan is determined to handle this glowing purple crotch box by himself, so.
Oh, it's purple.
It's glowing purple. The
Well,
one that
is
Kate
it-
picked
okay,
up was
hold on.
glowing orange, so,
So
this one's glowing purple.
it's glowing. Is it like a throbbing, kind of?
Nah, just a gentle luminescence. So, Lilith moved to.
I'll hold it for now.
Alright. Clarice.
I got a feeling.
Uh,
Like
what are
what's
you
happening.
are you just casting this in general, or
Like
were
a
you
like a foresight, yeah.
Okay, your focus skill?
Yep.
So I can't remember if I make you roll for efficace or not, because it's been a long time since you guys have been out of combat.
I know.
I
I think
I'll
so.
be right back a sec.
No problem.
Did somebody get scry when everybody leveled up, or was that just something that was tossed around and not picked?
It's me.
No,
Okay.
you got it.
I have it.
So yeah, roll your observation with advantage.
Thank God for that advantage.
Thank God for that, eh? So yes, you reach out to try and feel if you can sense anything in the immediate area. You no longer sense that cold presence you had when the stone golems were fixing to attack you guys, which is a good thing. But you do get a gentle, nervous, jittery hum from all the egg sacs that are still around, and something about their energy to you does not feel like the energy of Moth Mommy and Moth Toddler, which kind of makes it seem like maybe these things aren't actually affiliated after all. Also, you can't feel Ryan's box. And by can't feel it, I mean it gives off the opposite of energy. It feels like a void, an empty space in time. So, do with that information what you will.
Ryan, put the box down.
The problem is Ryan isn't here to hear you.
Also, even if he was, there's no way he would do that. He'd just be
No,
like,
he
yeah,
would be,
okay,
like,
and then
opening
down
the
into his
box.
pocket.
It'd be like down into my pants pocket.
Yeah.
I communicate to the party what like I felt though, like that it's not Moth Mommy's eggs. It's probably something else, and we should skedaddle.
A wise sentiment.
And anyway, we have other stuff to do. We were in the midst of a puzzle while
Yeah.
all this.
Everyone's in the middle of a puzzle. Lilith's like, guys, I did the thing. So, you have a move too. Are you suggesting to split the party back onto the tasks or
No.
go together?
Like I think we should go together and then split up because it's in 2 rooms, right?
Ryan completed the puzzle in the alchemist's chamber,
Okay.
if I remember correctly, with the jack-o'-lanterns. Or were you guys the jack-o'-lanterns? One of you was the jack-o'-lanterns, the other was the coffins. I can't remember
he
which
wa-
one of you did which.
He was lanterns.
Okay. Ryan's back. You should tell him what you learned about his box.
It's hot.
I know.
That is not the information we learned.
Everybody wants you to pocket the box.
That is also not what we learned.
No,
No,
we
no,
learned
okay.
that like when I did my, I got a feeling that I'm sensing just a big void. Like
Oh, I got a feeling too.
I knew it.
As I took a drink, this motherfucker. Oh my god. Try so hard to spray my computer screen.
I can only imagine that you telling him, put it down, don't open it. It's just making the box like, like come up.
Yeah. But she got the feeling that it is the reverse of energy. It's an empty hole in space-time. That's what it felt like when she tried to read what was in it. So, do with that information what you will, Rigby.
Say that again, I cannot hear you.
So, she felt like it was an empty, space, the reverse of energy, a hole in space and time. That's what the box felt like.
Put your dick in it.
So I should open it.
You should open it, yeah.
Goddamn it, right?
It's gonna be like that book in the forbidden section, right?
Oh my
Okay,
god.
Ryan, before we open the box, could we go finish the puzzle that we were making before let us call us?
No time. Adventure waits.
Well, adventure waits for the puzzle.
I mean, you're perfectly capable of pocketing the box if you want, Rigby.
I'll pocket the box.
There it is.
Yeah, open the demon later.
Yes. I want all of the shenanigans.
Just in case it's important later. Front pocket or butt pocket?
Front pocket, so it's within my crack box, so.
Right.
Goodness.
Shenanigans.
I will add that to your inventory. Goodness gravy. Every time I pass Ryan's inventory, I'm just like, wait, did I actually read that? No, it's true. He just has nothing in his fucking pockets.
I just give everything to everybody to hold. But this box is mine.
That's very fair. You keep your glowing void box. Clarice, your action 2, you were suggesting that the party returns to the mausoleum, because you guys are in the crypt underneath the mausoleum right now.
Should barricade that door when you leave, though.
It's not a bad idea.
Till Orkin gets there.
This is the Orkin man.
Well, I guess that comes to the question once we get back up to that door. Does the door have a handle?
It did fall off before. You should go check that.
Wow, Lynn has extra handles, right? So you can just reach her hand.
Dude, pocket full of knobs.
Why are they all different sizes?
Considering you guys keep picking everything off the known ground.
Wait, why are these wet?
Considering you guys keep picking up everything and everything off the ground, yeah, you do have knobs. You guys getting a bag of holding was a mistake.
It was not supposed to happen. We made it happen.
It was not supposed to happen this way. Okay, Clarice, as the party leader, you have the ability to drag all their asses to the door, are you?
Yes. Go on. Unless they don't want to come. That's what she said.
I mean, did anybody want to stay in the gross egg room?
I don't have fire, so no.
I have fire.
Okay, yes,
Ryan,
but
don't.
maybe don't.
It's bait.
It's bait.
I
Alright,
get ready to light all the eggs on fire.
you guys return to the door.
I thought that was the original plan, too, right? Like, not a single egg has been scrambled.
I
And
know. I want to
it's
know
for
what's
the
in-
best.
At the very least, get everybody up by the door, pick the fastest character, get them to the closest egg to the door, poke it open, and start up the
fucking
stairs.
run.
See if it's dangerous, right? What if they all go like, "Da-da-da-da-da-da-da," and it's like a really cool sight? Then you can close the door, lock it up, whatever, but at least you had that experience.
Well, firstly, you should check if the door has a fucking handle.
Don't
Yeah, I
do that.
definitely want to check that first.
That's not adventurous.
Because if not, this will all go terribly wrong, terribly quickly.
Yeah.
So, Clary's brought the party up there. It's Julia's turn. I will puppet Julia, and Julia will check the door to see if there's a handle. She will roll her observation.
Let's see if you roll better than them.
Yes, I can. Turns out the door handle has rematerialized. So while you guys are busy doing that, someone must have repaired the door.
The butler.
I mean,
Fucking
maybe.
sneaky bastard.
Tries to keep a tight ship.
Don't
So-
flash your tits anymore.
A butler
Our-
should not do that, though. So maybe there's a groundskeeper.
Maybe. You guys only spent like 2.5 seconds outside, so you wouldn't know. And the 2 times you've traveled to the stables, you've absolutely immediately left and did not explore them at all, even though the stable has 2 floors, both of which are mapped. I don't know.
I imagine the butler just puts on a kilt.
Just, I'm the groundskeeper now.
He's just changing his hat.
Yeah.
He's got one of those like little Scottish golfing hats.
No, one says groundskeeper, the other one just says like
Butler.
butler.
So I'll return the party to the mausoleum. Do you guys have little jetons here, or do I have to birth you back into the scene? I see Ryan and Kate. Okay, let me just back up a little bit. There we go. Oh god, I lost Kate. Okay, so you guys are all in the doorway now. Back to Clarice, where are you? Bob. You guys are now back in the doorway to the mausoleum. You find yourselves back in the mausoleum. That was Julia's 2 actions to drag the whole party and check for the knob. So it is now Ryan's turn. Are you gently caressing your mic? That wasn't a no. Ryan, what are you doing? It is your turn.
Alrighty.
Also, you are also particularly far from your mic.
That is impossible because it is in my face.
Oh, well, now I hear you. What the fuck
In
was
my
happening
mouth.
before?
Yeah. Yeah. You got gaslit right there.
Just lowering us into a false sense of security.
Yeah, no. It was way out here, and then when you said that, he's like, yeah?
Literally was leaned over at my computer this entire time, so...
What the fuck? Okay. Well,
What's in the box?
now that you're not gently whispering, what are you doing? Now you guys are all back at the mausoleum. I know I left you in the corner, but you're technically standing with everybody else. I'm just turning on
Oh.
everybody's stats again, because annoyingly I have to do that every time we change page. So, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go back? I feel like you were the one who did the jack-o'-lantern, right? You had found the alchemist's little hidey hole.
Yeah, I think so.
So you had found the jack-o'-lantern head, which apparently you did not take.
There was no time.
I forget why.
I think it's because everyone was like, shit, Lilith's dying, and then fucking
Yeah,
peaced
probably.
out.
I was
So-
only back, you know.
Well, also he came to help us while we were puppeteering him and he was pounding on the steps.
Oh, yeah, he was pouting on the steps. So, where do you want to go? You have the one door that had the bad vibes, the one locked door, and then the alchemist room and the
Lots
the
of
other
stuff
fucking
fun.
one. The alchemist room?
Yeah.
Okay, so are you heading there? Are you taking the whole party with you, or are you going alone?
Are you coming with me, party? Do you want to come?
Sure.
Oh, I want to come.
Okay, the whole party's going. I just put all that effort into fixing
I
this
asked for the
thing.
consent before they came with me.
Consent is king. Okay, yes, Ryan was in the jack-o'-lantern room. And I'm guessing from that purple... Oh, right, you had investigated the cabinet and you're like, I need the severed limbs.
True.
Lynn has a severed limbs.
She sure does. Well, Ryan's all the way at the end here, which he wouldn't be, so let me just drag his ass backwards. And now I have to spawn literally everyone else.
And then turn stats on?
Yup. God, I hate Roll20 sometimes.
That sounds fucked up.
It's so stupid. And I was looking around to see if there's like a sweep, but I would literally have to put every character, like take the time when we're not playing, to put every character on every map with their stats on and their circles plugged to the stats that I want them to be plugged to.
Oh.
And just leave them in the corner of every map and then drag them in when I need them. It's the only way to get around this. So, that's annoying. Okie dokie. So you now have Julia, who you can take the limbs from if you want to stick those limbs where one puts limbs. Expertly said.
Yep.
Where's Clarice's nameplate, or is it up Julia's ass? It's up Julia's ass. Okay, good to know. I lost track of it. But classy.
So sexy.
So, Rigby, what are you doing? Are you taking the limbs from Julia?
Yes. I need those limbs.
Just the ones in the bag, right? Not the ones physically attached to Julia?
So, I mean, when you put it that way.
Do you need them less now?
This is turning into a rape. This is not okay.
Yeah, the ones in the bag, of course.
Okay, so I will transfer those over to you. This is a sentence I didn't think I would type. Oops, I forgot the word various. There we go. Rigby gains various severed limbs. From Julia. There you are. So, are you going to... Well, that's your... Well, no, you can trade things between yourselves without any cost. Are you going to shove those in the cabinet? Or are you just holding on to those?
Shove it, I mean, for the cabinet. So I say shove it.
Alright, move on up to the cabinet. As you approach the cabinet, it's labeled Limb Deposit. You go to pull on the doors, and as you touch them, Rigby, I need you to roll what would count as a dexterity save. Will save for me? Difficulty of 2. What's yours, Will? Hold on, let me just make sure I'm not automatically killing you here. Okay, yeah. Will saving throw, difficulty of 2. And, of course, Ryan has it, because Ryan can never not roll.
I mean, the person who's siphoning my luck is gone, so it's back to me now.
That's true, that's true. Lynn was siphoning it off of you in hopes that she could possibly learn how to read.
But alas,
And she did.
not.
No, she did.
She did.
Well, once.
Briefly. So, you touch the handles and you feel a jolt of electricity run up your arms. But, as a performer who does his own stunts, you're used to low-level shocks. So it just kind of tickles you as it goes up your arms. Nothing too serious, nothing you haven't dealt with before. You open the case, and you see slots with different thicknesses that look like they would about fit the various limbs. So you just start...
I don't know why, but when you said slots, I imagined, like, the animal slots in it.
No. Just sloths holding various severed limbs.
Yeah.
God, that's a terrible image. I wish I had not visualized that. So, you start plugging in those limbs in the various slots, and as you do, the rest of the party notices that the lights are blinking in a specific order. I will give everyone a reaction observation roll to see if you can memorize the sequence of lights.
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't expecting that to critically succeed the very first roll. What the fuck is the RNG tonight?
Lynn is
Why
not
even-
dead.
Lynn's gone,
Why
so
even
now
bother rolling at this point?
all our NPCs were just
I guess the rest of you don't need to roll.
the balance is restored.
The balance is restored. Lynn has stopped sucking the RNG out of the party. Oh my god. Okay. Well, with that critical success has awarded you a prize. So let's see what your critical success card says. This was a magic related. Cool. So, it's called Healing Sight. So every sight roll you will gain for the next, roll me a d6. For the next X turns will have advantage. One.
One.
The next time you can have advantage, but only then.
It's okay, I have a skill to give me advantage anyway, so I'm like, okay, sure, I can do it myself.
It's a courtesy, okay?
No, it's called being a cis white male.
What? Is that your skill?
Oh, it also says like, your skill is called tits. And I looked at him and I says, no, it's being a cis white male. It's like fair.
That's fair. That's fair. So, as Rigby's slotting in the limbs, Clarice goes, "Oh, the lights are lighting up in this pattern." And as you point to the lights as they're going, you see in the air in front of you, Clarice, a purple line apparating seemingly out of nowhere, forming a symbol in the shape of the Elder sign. Right in front of you. It's just floating in front of your face right
Okay.
Yeah, I
now.
thought there were more than one of those.
Elder signs?
Yeah.
I mean, they are multiple. But
Okay, so which one? The same one that Ryan has on his hand?
the one that... Actually, no, not the one that Ryan has on his hand. That's a good point, Joey. Let me just draw it for you. This is going to be...
Because I saw a different one, right?
a
Like with
terrible...
the table.
Yeah, you did. This is a very bad impersonation of it. I can't draw worse shit. That looks like a retarded little hand. That looks like the fucking take my strong hand. Let me just get a real visual, because oof, screwed the pooch there. Oh man, that's rough. An artist I am not. Okay. Here we go.
Does it count as fisting if you use one of those hands?
Wait, what?
I mean, by default, yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
wait. What again?
It's
About
like having a
fisting?
tiny dick. You work with what you have, right?
Yeah, but it's got like little
I feel
nubbins on
personally
it, right?
attacked.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, yeah.
that is what you see, which is remotely only kind of resembling what I drew. God, that's rough.
Right. But we've seen that one before.
Yes,
I just don't remember where.
you have seen 3 different ones so far.
Well, I haven't seen that one.
That's not the one you saw. And Ryan is the one that's a star with the eyeball in the middle in his hand. The one you saw, I believe, was the pentagram-looking one. If I had to try and describe it.
Can you draw it?
We both know I can't.
Can you try?
I could, but it'll be terrible. Accidentally summon some ancient Latin demon or some shit.
It's the full moon.
That's exactly why I shouldn't try it. So,
To be fair, this one is strawberry moon, so it's not really scary. Oh,
Just-
someone took out their headphone.
That would be me.
Put them back in.
No.
That's what she said.
I can hear myself.
we can all hear himself twice.
Oh, wait a minute. Take him back out again? What's that sound?
The ghost of Christmas past. So as Ryan's slotting limbs, and Clarice is drawing the symbol unknowingly, as you finish, you see this floating symbol in front of you. I need a will saving throw from the entire party. Except for Ryan, who's mercifully back on to everyone, so he has no idea what's happening behind him. From what you see, you're like, somebody's playing with the lights. Can stop. So, is that your will save, Clarice?
Yep.
I need one from Tits and Guns. Okay. There's a success on both, so you're good. So you're startled by the fact that Clarice has now somehow drawn some sort of air glyph, but no one is too scared, because at this point you've seen some shit, so you're just like, well, that's fucking alarming. Moving right on. And it is letting off a weird gelatinous kind of motion and a purple deep glow. So, Rigby, as you slot that final limb in, you hear a click and then a series of grinding sounds, like mechanics and levers sliding into place. And then the back of the cabinet gives way and opens.
Narnia.
Do you give me strength save difficulty of 1? Let's see if you have the dexterity, like the good sense to step backwards.
What?
Of course, he always does.
If you step backwards, you won't beat Mr. Tumnus. The adventure ends there.
Get pulled in by Mr. Tumnus. So
There's free Turkish delight in it for you.
those are rank, dude. It is not worth it. Where the fuck investigator
kind
is
to get.
cool? Where is it? Don't tell me I lost the... Oh, there he is. So, out of the cabinet comes... Why are you so small? Out of the cabinet comes this large amalgamation of... Hold on. Bitch. Can I make you larger? There we go. Amalgamation of human body parts and a little bit of tech.
It's cyborg.
He
It's
crawls...
zombie.
He crawls out of the cabinet, so you guys can see him, and he makes a large stretching motion, just, hello there. I'm the alchemist. Why are you in my lab? Also, who are you? Is no one... It's just staring at him, mouth agape, everyone, like, holy shit, that's a big boy.
Well, of course we are. Well, Ryan is the closest to him, so I guess he would say something first, but...
He's looking right at you,
Sup.
Ryan.
Okay.
Sup? For fuck's sake. You got
Open the
anything
box.
more than sup?
Okay, start with pleasantries. Hello, how do you do?
Hello.
Good thing.
I am the alchemist. What is your name?
I am Rigby.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Rigby. Are you the one who opened my box?
Yes.
Ah, excellent. Thank you for that, because I've been having a wicked shoulder pain. You would not believe the chiropractor bill I'm going to rake up after this one. So, why are you here exactly?
We've been invited by the Yellow King.
At this point, has
Yes.
the rest of the party slid on up there?
Yep.
Yes, thank you.
Gonna
So I'm
drag you.
like, why are you even here?
Yes, like, are you guys just gonna let him fucking flounder, or?
Yes.
Yeah, like he opened with sup, and then that was it.
that's even the red flag in this.
Kate literally has diplomacy, and y'all are just watching, like, look at him go. He's doing so good.
Yeah.
We don't
And
need
then
to intervene
Kate
at
rolls up,
all.
She's just like, sup.
Sup.
Well, it's just that, like, with
Diplomatically.
Kate's history, the first action would be to flash him, so...
And my first action is set on fire.
It has some
So.
titties.
Still let me up here either.
Well, at least you guys said
Anyway.
hello first. So, he asks you why you're
Character
there.
Development.
Character development, exactly. Peak character development. So, he asks you why you're there. Is anybody gonna tell him?
We've been invited by the Yellow
You've been
King.
my Yellow King.
Ah, that old coot. Don't let him tell him I said that. Goodness. He has ears everywhere. He has this one particularly pushy follower. I don't know. Have you guys met a guy named James? He's a lot. Okay? James is a lot. Don't know if you guys met him.
He's not so bad.
You
I hear James has a big
remind
dick.
me of.
Good, yeah.
I hear James is a
Trust me, I
sexual
should know.
offender.
Oh, so you guys definitely know James from the. You've definitely met him before. But I digress. James and his little cult followers aside, I'm thankful that you guys freed me from this box, which was definitely a creation, and I totally didn't accidentally trap myself inside of.
Nobody would.
That's definitely not what happened. It just worked so well because I'm such a genius that
Of course.
I couldn't even, predict it. It was a genius beyond my genius. It was wild. I blacked out. It was a whole thing. So, since you guys have freed me, I feel like I should assist you guys on your quest.
That would be most helpful.
I'm assuming that since the Yellow King has sent you here, he's invited you to another one of his famed dinner parties?
Yes, of course.
Well, then I hope you guys know at this point that the dinner party is not... Well, it's not a dinner party of sorts. You won't be receiving dinner.
Yeah, we kind of guessed that much when there was only bread roll and they left us to stew for a few hours.
That does sound
Oh,
like
it's kind
it.
of sweet.
Yeah, I'm kind of fucking hungry.
Yeah, me too.
Well, you are
Usually
in
the
luck,
twins.
because I happen to have a vat of my finest pumpkin stew that I have been making. I see that you guys have lit the jack-o'-lanterns. Thank you for that. Let me just go get that. He shuffles around behind his chair.
Oh, wait a second. How long has he been trapped in there? Because if he
Yeah.
had a stew simmering and it's
That's-
been years, I don't want to know.
I mean,
Fun fact, there are a few
Right.
countries that have an ever-boiling stew, and
Yeah,
they
but-
just keep adding stuff to the pot.
Yeah,
Right,
but
Some
like,
of them
if
have
he's-
been going on for 45 plus years.
Right, but they keep adding new ingredients. If he's just been in there for a long time, he's made pumpkin leather.
yeah.
He reaches
we don't know
behind
what
his...
happened in that
Eat it
box.
with a spoon.
He reaches behind his cabinet and brings out a giant pumpkin head. And he places it. And inside this pumpkin head is what looks like a fresh, warm batch of stew. Does anyone want to roll observation on the stew? Double check
You
it's...
might want to roll observation and see if any of his sutures are open. Because there's a lot of them, and he's right around a liquidy food.
Yeah. What's that?
Fine, I'll do it. No one's doing it, I'll do it.
Okay. Clarice just kind of leans forward and does that thing people do to get the scent of food.
Gumbo.
And
Aw.
it smells perfectly normal to you and fresh.
Did you just get sad about gumbo?
Pumpkin gumbo, Katie.
It is pumpkin.
Gross. Shrimp gumbo, fine. Chicken gumbo, yeah. Okra gumbo, good. Pumpkin gumbo?
Well,
What do you have against pumpkins?
They're gross.
I mean, as a flavor,
You're gross.
Yeah.
you're arguing with a bunch of white girls about pumpkins. Joey, quit while you're ahead.
Yeah, it's gumbo, alright? Gumbo's not a white food.
It's not gumbo. I just said it was stew. You have presupposed that this stew is gumbo-like in nature. I have never clarified that fact.
It's pumpkin soup.
It's a stew. There are other things. This is not the
but
point.
maybe it started off as a gumbo and then he let it sit too long because he was in his box.
So he presents you with the bowl, and now he's waiting impatiently to see if you will eat from this giant pumpkin.
Yes.
Can I maybe question him about what's in this stew?
You absolutely can. Talking's a free action, and you have diplomacy, so you will have advantage.
Well, yeah, because that's kind of where I'm going about I have allergies. I want to make sure I want to know the ingredient list to know if this is safe for me to consume.
Oh yeah, Karen him. That'll work out. That won't start a fight or anything.
So you're gonna ask him if this is allergy friendly.
I'll just ask him, the ingredients and see how honest he is with telling me what these ingredients are.
Alright, roll influence for me with advantage. Oh my fucking god, do you even need advantage?
I don't think so.
Roll it anyway. You might get a critical success. Nope, never mind.
Nope. So, you ask Frankenfine what is in this soup. And he hasn't actually told you his name yet. Oh well, whatever, it's in the name tag's visible. You ask him what's in the soup because, allergies. And he goes, oh, well, there's some pumpkin in there, there's some wild game meat, some caribou, some venison, there is some carrots, I believe I put some onions, I hope I remembered the onions, some herbs, some spices, I personally like to let it simmer a little bit longer just to really reduce things and get that nice thickened sauce, but that's just me. That's a personal preference. I understand that not everybody likes it, but I prefer when the chunks are still kind of soft but there, yeah. Not at all worrying meat.
Not well, that just sounded suspicious as fuck.
Yeah. Also, he had me when he said he simmered an onion. That's a finishing food. It's gonna be so bitter, Caitlin. Don't eat it.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you shouldn't cook an onion in a stew for more than 45 minutes, or it gets bitter.
Because once you're done caramelizing, then it just goes weird.
It just tastes burnt.
Yeah. With that said, he's now waiting expectantly, hoping that you guys don't offend him. Julia will...
I absolutely cannot. My character will not offend them, so I will have to eat some of that stew.
And so will Julia, because she failed her roll. So, Julia will walk up first and be like, oh, thank you, Mr. Alchemist, sir, and immediately take the spoon and just whoop, right into her mouth.
I looked at her before, I have the bowl in my hand, but I'm just like, it smells good.
And Julia's like, nope! Bottoms
The
up.
first person to say they're a
down.
vegetarian gets to keep that. Right? If somebody goes, I'm a vegetarian, and then you go, yeah, me too, only the second person's an ass.
Yep. So Julia takes that spoonful and is just like, this is delicious. And the alchemist starts going on about his herbs and his spices, expectantly being like, oh yes, eat, friends. So what do the rest of you do? He's talking explicitly to Julia about the spices, going on and on. Julia's listening with big eyes, like, yes, quite. Very invested.
I will take a bite and wait 15 minutes to see if there's an allergic reaction.
That's fair. Hit me with a will roll.
Woohoo!
I hope it tastes like Frank.
Noted. Oh, God. Noted. Rigby, Clarice?
I'm not eating it. I'm just smelling it and be like,
Oh, yeah.
into what he's saying. Like,
Just making it look like you ate it?
Yeah.
Okay, roll influence, Clarice, and a will save, Ryan, if you're gonna eat it. Interesting, so Ryan has a success. No one else does so far. Noted.
Oh, Jesus.
Noted.
Delightful.
So Clarice is just like, oh yeah, of course, like faking it, but then got too involved in it and took a sip anyway.
Oh no.
Because you mindlessly just, oh yeah, no, it really is good. See, oh shit.
Fuck, I taste
I'm
it.
like, white people food, really?
I'm gonna need a will save from you too, Clarice. Oh my fucking god! Critical success.
Wait,
She caught herself mid sip.
Yeah, she's like, oh shit!
Spits it back into the bowl as she's like bringing her face down.
Just gently kind of spitting it back in the bowl. Oh, that's the same card as before. Hold on.
You recognize the 11 herbs and spices.
So as you go and you take that sip, you realize that this is laced with something, and you can feel your vision start to go. So I will let you, as a reaction, use one skill of your choice.
Wait. This is a critical success.
Yes. This is a critical success.
I usually have an advantage when I have a critical success.
Usually, but this is your advantage. This is your
God
advantage.
damn it. Try.
This is your advantage. You can sense that he's laced this soup with something. The rest of the party does not know this is about to happen, but you can sense that your vision's starting to go blurry and that you're either going to go blind or you're going to pass out. So you have a chance right now to do something AoE, if you like, to protect the party before you pass out.
I just while passing out, I just stumble into everyone, especially putting my hand in their bowl and kind of slapping it on the ground.
You could. I was giving you a chance to use your skills, as you might have a skill that might help you when everyone goes unconscious, you included, because you're still
One
going.
hand and one sword.
Do I have a skill?
You do have something that sure might help at the minute.
Well, I can heal the people, but
The damage hasn't happened yet.
yeah, exactly.
You don't have anything that cures poison or
Or
Not that I can
put something
see.
in between you and a large man trying to date, rape, drug you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but-
the last time that we established that I put a bubble around someone, there's no air coming in. That's
Yeah.
how I almost kill Lynn.
True, but you have leveled up since then.
Okay, so first of all, if it's gonna last until you wake up, it doesn't matter if you put it on your group or you put it on him, right? It's the same effect. And second of all, most important thing, save Ryan
You know, he's probably not wrong about that.
and the crotch
Okay.
box.
The
No, but you-
crotch box. If he gets frisked, that'll be the first thing they find.
No, but it's true. If you bubble him, you're equally safe. In fact,
And then
better
we don't
'cause
have to
you
care about air getting in.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna trap him.
Okay, so you're going to use glow up then?
Yep.
Alright, lore for that. Goddamn sixes. Oh, fuck, okay, you got it. You very got it.
You were saying?
So you're throwing a shield around who? The party or him?
Frank,
Just
Him.
yourself.
just myself.
And just
Fuck
your
yeah,
bowl so that you don't spill any.
No, I pushed a bowl around just like everyone's bowl under the cauldron. That's it. I'm not
Yep.
kidding him.
Like, why can't I interact with the drawing? What? Oh, okay. What? No, I still... What the fuck? Okay, whatever. Pretend that's properly around him. For some reason, I can't actually touch it.
It's pretty close.
It's close enough. So, just as you feel yourself start to pass out, you look around, you see Julia falls over to the floor, gone. Lilith and Rigby both drank from it, so they're starting to sway, going down. You just, last minute, put your hands up, hit the orb around him, and the whole party passes out. Fade to black. We rejoin Preston in the kitchen.
Woot woot.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da. Where the fuck did I put Innsmouth? Is it underneath? It's above. Bop. In the kitchen. So, Preston, last we left you, you had ruined Phineas's entire life with that, causing him to
That's
shit
it.
himself with the book. Just,
Mm-hmm.
immaculate that.
Yeah, I got 3 more doors to check too.
Yep, the whole right side of the hallway. So, back to 4 actions
how many-
since we're out of combat.
How many keys are on the key ring?
The keyring that you stole from Ferb, that's
Yeah.
right. There are 4 keys.
There's 3 doors left, right? So,
Mhm.
okay.
4 keys. Of varying
Map
sizes.
is- Okay, there it is. Okay, so assuming each of the other 3 doors are locked,
Yeah.
I'll go to the starting at the back. I'll check out this door first.
Okay. So you walk to that door. Well, you walk fairly across the hall, not exactly, but like a little diagonal going on here from there to there.
Well, I'm coming from there.
Yeah, because this is the bathroom door, so it's kind of, I don't know why I can't pick that spot exactly. There we go, like that.
Oh no! I walked past the door anyway to close it.
Oh right, you're very dramatic, like just shaming him that last little bit.
Yeah.
Taking the last little bit of soul out of this poor bastard. You can just hear Ferb gently crying in the bathroom after that. So, over the sound of Ferb's tears and your own snickers to yourself, you head across the hall to the far right door, and you go to open it, and you find that it is indeed locked.
Okay, so I'll try the key ring.
So,
But it's never the first key, so I'll go to the second key, which makes that the first key. So it's not that one again, right? And then I'll go to the third key.
you will
But
roll
now the third key is the
observation.
first key.
You will roll observation. That way you will know which key.
Yeah.
You get it
I'll
on the
just pop
first
the door
try.
open.
You just kind of slide that key in, looks like the right size for that hole, click, and it opens. You enter a room with a long center table and chairs all around it, and a blackboard at the far end with writing on it that looks like it's in the Marsh language.
Does it look unfinished? Like an equation, perhaps?
You'd have to go up
I
and
can
try to
solve
read it.
Get a math job? I'll go read it.
Okay, roll another observation roll. Jesus fucking Christ. You just read the shit out of it.
Yeah, I'm super surprised that happened.
Just read the shit out of it. So you go up there and you see that they have a large-scale plan for infecting the food supply with this mysterious substance they call SGS. And you can't figure out what these abbreviations stand for quite yet, but it does explain on the board that they excrete this glowing sludge of sorts from that mysterious meat you saw on the tables in the meth lab looking area. So you know they're planning to poison the food supply of Innsmouth with this,
Mm-hmm.
which
Okay.
would be important.
You know what I just realized? Never mind. I don't want to shoot myself in the foot here. Is there anything else in the room?
Just chairs around like a
Just
meeting
chairs.
table, office meeting table kind of style.
Okay. I'll just take a picture with my phone of the blackboard.
Your 1940s phone? No, you're gonna have to remember it. If you
Yeah.
want to try and remember that chemical compound equation that's up there with the rest of the information.
Oh, is there one
you
up
can.
there?
There is.
There is one up there. Well, I have nothing to write it down with.
You can remember it with the sheer force of will if you roll well enough.
Okay, I'll try and remember that for the
Will.
EOD.
So let me just check your will. Which
too
is
late.
3.
I already rolled.
Well, I was
I'll
gonna
just
say.
roll again after.
I was gonna say difficulty of 1 anyway, so you
Well,
got
there
it.
you go then.
You got it. So
I got
you
overzealous.
you remember that formula. You go, you know, this is going to be important for later. Let me just take a nice little quick mental picture. And you can walk out of the room, or you got 1 action left. So
Well, I'm done in here, so I'm gonna go to the next door, since there doesn't seem to be anything else.
so walk out in front of the next door and kind of park your ass there. Well, you know what? I'll
Yep.
let you try and open the door at the very least.
Thank you. 1 second. Chemical compound makeup for. I'm gonna call it scum.
It's SGS.
Yeah, that's 2 S's. Either one could be scum. There's a 50-50.
Yeah. It's so
I'm
much,
gonna call it scum
It's-
goop slime.
It's so much worse than that, but all right. Scum's fine.
Okay. So yeah, so observation for the next door.
Hit me with an observation roll. Ooh.
Nope.
So you try the next door handle, and it is locked. You put the key in. The key you suppose must be the door key, because it's the same length as the other one. And the last two, are small. So you assume they're probably not door keys. You go to put it in and turn it, but because it is rusted, it snaps off in the lock. So that is
Cool.
inconvenient. Also, as it snaps off, you hear in the distance, "Hey, what was that?" And we will
Gotcha.
leave Preston.
In the distance, like behind the.
Hold on, let me just hearish around
Behind
the
the
corner. Because remember, this does go around, thus the little mark here.
Oh, I didn't know
It's a
that.
corner, so you hear something from over this way. But
Okay.
you
Do I
are-
recognize it as one of the managers from before?
It's a bit too distant, and you are still learning this language, so it might be hard for you to tell which voice that belongs to.
Okay.
So we rejoin the others. The alchemist. As the party wakes up groggy, I need everyone to roll a will test for me. I need to see who wakes up first. It will not. Maybe it will be Julia. Oh my god. It will not be Lilith.
Well, she was the first to eat it, right?
It's not me.
Let's see. Rigby, Clarice, I need will saves from you both. Or not will saves, but will tests from you both.
Well, I didn't.
I don't have Clarice's.
Yes.
Oh wait, no, 3d6. Okay, yeah. Rigby? You alive there, bud? Brian? Brian? Did you perish?
Well, let's keep Ryan to the never school.
I wish there was that, like, knocking feature. You remember MSN Messenger days?
Not
Oh my god, like the
Mhm.
nudge.
This motherfucker, get off Facebook Messenger! He's answering my earlier message on Facebook Messenger, but not
The
here.
fuck?
Fucking shit.
Okay, so like Ryan's taking a shit, right? There's no way he's doing anything else.
It's the only reasonable explanation.
Okay, yeah. He's
Yeah.
like, give me a sec, I'll be right back.
Yeah. Busted.
We'll wait.
Ran off to go potty.
Well, in my experience, there's a 50% chance he just peed on the floor then.
What do you mean a 50%? That kid does not want to pee sitting down.
No, he really doesn't.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
He'll
I
sit
should
down
get
and
him
be
a
like,
little potty urinal.
he'll sit down and be like, because he sat down, cookie? It's like, nobody, you have to pee, but he refuses. Okay, this is what happened. Was it yesterday? Okay? I go to the bathroom and I encourage him to go potty with me, so I sit on the toilet. I get him to, like, he sits down on the potty for a second. I'm like, okay, buddy, you gotta pee. He ends up getting up, walks out into the hallway, looks me dead in the eye, and pees on the floor.
Oh my god!
He's like, pee? And I'm like, no! But I'm like midstream, right, peeing, so I can't get up.
He's like, why are you doing this? He's like, you said pee, mother!
Pretty much.
You didn't say where.
He did not say in the potty, so I refuse.
Oh no, even if we tell him in the potty, like he kind of started peeing earlier. Joey picks him up, brings him to the potty, he just stops peeing.
Gee, he's got like a personal hatred of that thing.
He doesn't want to do it.
I mean, you could always get the seats and put them directly on the real toilet.
Oh,
My-
he doesn't like that any better.
Oh, because I was gonna say maybe he'll like feel more included. Like, oh, mom and dad use the big toilet. I want to use the big toilet, but I guess fucking not.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that anyway. The one that we bought said that it can be used for both, but then when it showed up, like, it's really infeasible to use it on an actual toilet, so it's kind of
It's
bullshit.
a little
But
Yeah.
I'm thinking about getting one anyway.
horribly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really
Yeah.
worth it. Justin hated the potty. He absolutely hated it. And as soon as we had
Yeah.
a seat that he could put himself on the toilet, he was like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah,
I don't need
Yeah.
potty training
thought he-
anymore. I'm good.
just straight up
We only
immediately
got this
potty
one-
trains self instantly.
We only got this one to have the option, right? Because I wanted to go with the actual seat, and Katie was leaning more towards the potty.
Mm.
So we only got this one because it said that you could do both. Right?
Yeah.
But it is cute. It looks like a little toilet.
I like the ones that look like a little
it-
toilet.
Yeah.
Those are neat.
Yeah.
I'll grab you a photo because it's really cute.
Those ones are neat. Does it do a little flushing sound when you push the
Yeah.
button?
Yeah.
Yeah. My nephew William
Very
had the
nice.
exact same one. Those are awesome. He used to hate it too, though, for some reason. He was just like, it's small. I'm like, I know, you're small. And he'd be like, I don't care.
Yeah, I think Ted just needs to pee himself a couple of times, and he'll change his mind about it, though.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because when they pee and it's like absorbent, then they don't notice. But when they pee and they're wet for a bit,
Yeah. Then they're like,
your-
ooh, this is not a
your
vibe.
opinion changes. Yeah.
Welcome back, Ryan. What a lovely conversation to enter into.
I heard being wet and, you know.
You're like, oh, I'm being called.
I'm
it's
being
like,
summoned.
It's time their turn.
Well,
God.
Ryan,
No
Actually,
one
I'm
can
gonna
do
be
West
soft.
without me.
you're right. We need a will roll from you to see if you wake up first or not.
I need to what?
I need a will roll from you to see if you wake up from being passed the fuck out from the soup.
Uh-oh.
Ryan's well out. He ate a lot of it. He was like, "This
Ryan's
shit's
been
good."
drugged.
Just okay.
Down
Ryan's
it.
an actor, so he's been drugged a lot. He's probably just riding the wave.
He's used
like,
to this.
I like this feeling. This feeling
It's like
is when
if I wake up
finish a
now, I won't get
movie.
the part.
That or all the running around. He's like, you know what? This is a great opportunity for a nap. We've been on our feet for a hot minute. All right, so Julia wakes up first, and is just like, ha, 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 what's going on? And looks over at the rest of you who are passed out. Let's see if Julia can wake up the party. What would I use for this? Influence. Yes. So Julia, in classic Julia fashion, just starts shouting really loudly, "Guys, everyone was drugged! Holy shit, wake up!" So the rest of you snap to wakefulness, just coming out of this stupor. And you just see Julia shouting.
First thing I do is I look if the guys is still in my bubble.
So you look over and he is indeed still in the bubble. He's just sitting there, crisscross applesauce, with his hand on his head, being like, "It's been an hour. This isn't fun."
Well, you're the one that drugged us.
Drugged you guys? I didn't drug you guys. I just left the soup out a little too long. You know how it is. 20
No,
minutes,
no.
it's a nice simmer. 40 minutes, you bring out the natural toxins and the cyanide. It's a whole thing.
Then why did you
Cyanide.
let it simmer for so long?
How did you get cyanide to simmer out of there? Did you put a bunch of fucking apple seeds in it?
Well, I mean, you know, it's fall flavors. You gotta lean into it.
You
Okay,
did not
I
mention
want-
this into your ingredient list. And
No.
what happened if we're allergic? Huh?
No. I want to because I said so.
See your manager.
See,
See, Rachel? No, I want to know. I want to make him tell me if he put cyanide on purpose.
Well, it is... Oh, no, yeah, that's right. Lilith always has initiative, so you're correct on that one. So it's because I say so, so hit influence.
Boop, 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 boop.
Boop, 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 boop.
Success.
Haha.
So Lilith gets right up in his grill, real menacing-like.
Fucking tell me fucking now.
And you just see him kind of, despite his size, just kind of back up a bit, because Lilith is just truly that menacing.
I mean,
And
how
he
far can you
cannot-
back
he
up in the
cannot-
bubble?
Not very
Cannot
far.
back up in the bubble.
He can just kind of, and that's it. Because Clarice did not make it particularly robust. She just kind of like, "Bruh, that's it. Fuck off," and passed out. So
I did what I could.
no, it's fine. So he just kind of like, well, you know, I mean, I was just experimenting with flavors, and it's a whole thing, because, like, you know, you go in your pantry and you try and make the best of it, and, like, I don't like waste, you know, like, waste is really harmful for the environment, and I just kind of use all my things, and then they were just sitting there, and I was like, okay, you know, it's fall flavors, and, like, I didn't mean to poison you, and he just breaks down crying.
Bumpering.
Just breaks down crying.
Okay, well, at least you didn't do it on purpose. I'm still very mad about it because I don't like passing out. Makes me very vulnerable. I don't like being vulnerable. Not that kind of lady.
I love the mom energy that went into that. Just screams at him. All right, well, I'm not upset. I'm just disappointed. Like,
Which is kind of worse. He should do a
That's
wheel
so
saving
much
throw right
worse.
now.
I'm gonna make him do a will save. That was a lot.
You tried to kill me! Oh no, never. Okay, I see. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry for
honey,
raising my
I
voice.
I see
Goodness.
that you're hurting, but like I'm hurting too. Kind of.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. Oh, he failed his will save. Oh my god. You've reduced him to tears and he's just rocking back and forth with his hands over his ears going, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. I'm so sorry. And he's just crying. Fucking ugly sobbing. Jesus.
Wait, is he like crying because he has bad memory of like someone else that's gonna beat him up?
Just Lilith invoking his mommy issues? Is that what you're asking?
Look,
Yes, that's what I'm asking.
okay, I'll give him a hug.
You
might
can't!
say
He's in a
pieces
bubble.
over it.
He's in a
I'll
bubble.
hug,
For
I'll hug
fuck's
the
sake,
bubble.
Joey.
No.
He's just crying. He's bawling. Lilith has reduced him to fucking tears. He's just absolutely not having it. Oh my god. Just straight in the mommy issues, eh?
Yep,
So...
hit
Christ.
him hard.
So... You have a move too, Lilith. What do you want to do now that you've done this?
The move is I'm gonna hug the bubble. Like, trying to reach out to him with the bubble. Like, I'm sorry.
Okay, roll. I guess this would be this. I feel like you accidentally TKO'd with your intimidation, which you weren't even trying to do. So I guess this would be in diplomacy. So roll influence with advantage. That was a success. It's a good thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So he starts to do that sniffling thing when the kids can't quite calm down and they're still crying, kind of. That. And he goes, she's really, you're really scary.
I'm.
All of us like behind Kate being like, yep.
Yep. Yep.
Just you gotta be careful what language you use, right? You can't tell him to pull himself together because that's gonna be offensive.
It's okay. It's just I got scared, and that made me react. It was a bad reaction. I didn't want to hurt your feelings, but I wanted to make sure that you didn't do it on purpose, and I'm sorry.
You see him start to like do that little shaky sob thing where he's trying to stop himself from crying more, the way toddlers get when they're just trying to come down from a fit. And he goes, "It's okay, I believe you."
Okay, cool.
Oh, I have
Clarice,
something for that. It's me.
It is your turn.
Don't I have something to make like people feel better?
Good vibes only. Do you want to try and cat? Oh, you sure can. Just remember how horribly wrong it goes when you fail. Hit me with a will save. Or will test, sorry. But yep. Oh, look at that!
Wait. I have the right to an advantage.
Advantage, no?
Hold on. You had one advantage on an observation-based roll, and you have no proficiency that will help you, as you have Arcana, Insight, and Scry, and I would argue that this is a diplomacy move.
I gain an advantage. You gave me an advantage point that I could use whenever I want.
No, it was one advantage point you could use whenever you want on an observation-based skill from your critical success.
It was something like that, yeah.
This is not an
But
observation.
wait, what's happening right now?
So
You're trying to do what? You're trying to
Clarice tried
calm
to
everybody
cast.
down?
Yeah, well,
Like,
not
I was trying
everyone.
to calm-
with some observational humor, maybe?
No.
What's up with the airplane food?
Good hustle, but nay. So, as Clarice is like, wait, I've got something for this, and puts her hand out, ruby pendant, no, this is, I've got a feeling, so your crystal pendant, starts to glow, but for some reason, the tank is just empty. Clarice has been casting a lot of magic lately. It lights up, and begins to flickers, and just, and goes out, and you're just like, oh no, as the blast comes out of your hand, anyways, and you send him into a fit of rage, I'm gonna need Rigby to give me a strength save difficulty of 2 to see if you can get out of the way in time. Don't tell me you've pissed yourself again, Ryan.
No, you success 1, not 2.
Oh, okay. Nope, so you failed that roll. As Frankenfine bursts out of his bubble confined, which, god damn it, am I allowed to touch the fucking bubble yet?
No, because it stays there forever.
Yeah, like seriously, it clearly does.
Yes, because he stays in the bubble forever and we're walking away safe.
What the fuck? Can I have the bubble, please?
If it's Hubba Bubba, that bubble's gonna be there forever.
Okay, well, he's not in the bubble anymore, but he breaks
Yes,
the
he is.
confines of the... Nope. He breaks the confines of the bubble, and he starts swinging. He's infuriated. He's going to swing at Rigby for 3d8
You can just imagine that, like, the bubble popped, and there's, like, residue in a circle.
So, because you got
Carpet.
1 of 2 successes, and it was a save and not a test, you get mostly out of the way, so you'll only take half that damage. Rounded down. So, math.
That means 7.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
you're right. 7, thank you. So you take 7 damage, Ryan. And he's free now. He's loose. He's swinging. So Clarice, your move 2 is what? This isn't combat still, surprisingly, because Rigby did try to dodge away from that. So, are you guys... It's your choice now to enter combat or try and do something else. But you've enraged him now, instead of making him feel better.
Do you
So-
guys want another combat or do you want to try to calm things down?
Look, we
Friendly
should
bit of
try.
advice, you absolutely should not fight him.
Look, we should definitely try and calm him down. If we can avoid combat, that'd be nice.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make sure you can see his stats real quick. Can you see those?
Yes.
I don't think you want to be in this fight.
No, we don't.
Okay, Katie,
Yeah.
you need to sidle up to him and pretend you're gonna calm him down, alright? There's been a misunderstanding. Go in for the hug, and then stealth kill him.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, and
Oh.
what if I fail that stealth roll?
You're gonna fail a
Then you
life. There won't be running. Not at that
I can-
closeness.
I can eat. I cannot do many things. I can only try to do good 5 only again, and maybe this go horribly wrong.
Right, because I went so well the last time.
Exactly. Or
Look.
I can put him in a bubble.
Yeah, you could do I
Okay.
choose violence.
You're gonna give him a timeout.
Stick him in a orb and
I
throw
mean,
him.
I can offer him
Yeah.
a trade. He calms down and leaves us alone, and I give him 5 nails.
5 nails! Yes, such a great trade.
He's
Yeah,
obviously jumbled together. It's probably useful.
Look over here. I have a new toy.
How are there no
They're
loose body
nails.
parts in the bag of holding?
What? The nails aren't in the bag of holding. I have them.
Yeah.
No, I said, how are there no loose body parts in there, you know? Like, it's filled with everything else.
I mean, there were body parts in there, but now Rigby put them all in the cabinet, so he's already got those. With that said, that's a terrible idea. Clarice, you have a move too. Lilith's out of moves until we either roll for combat initiative or you sort something. So there's still 1 move from Clarice, 2 moves from Julia, 2 moves from Rigby. So what are you going to do? Because he's flailing and angry right now. Because you've upset his whole ability to chill the fuck out.
Well, Katie, on average, you only need to hit 30 times to kill him. So,
Fuck, 30 turns. Jesus Christ. Okay.
30 turns not so bad.
You'd also
No, but
live.
I still don't know if I try good by one again. If I just strap him in the shield.
If you
Are you the
toss him
last
in
person to move?
you're the
No,
next
Rigby
person
is-
to move. Yeah, Rigby's the
I
last
can't
person.
remember.
Okay,
Did
so-
this room have a door with a handle?
You guys could try running for the door. Yeah, you can flee.
Yeah.
Because
Or
think,
rifle through the hat for some danker.
I think we should flee, and then take that spear that we picked up and jam it in the handle.
You can do that. The
That's
only
what
thing
I wanna
is,
do.
don't remember, you have a quest. You need something from the alchemist. You haven't gotten it from him yet. That's a core quest to complete the game.
I don't remember anything
Or you
about
could just
that.
you could just call it even. Like you hurt his feelings, but you still let him out of the box.
He let himself out of the box.
Yeah. I can put him in
What
the
do you mean
punish
you guys
corner
put
again.
all
I
the-
do want to remind you
He-
guys, situationally, just for awareness and posterity, that there is a bed behind him with straps and an electric device attached to that. That, might be something.
What, like a sex thing? Like a BDSM thing? Like, is this gray?
No.
I mean, it's not that.
Are there whips?
No, but there are chains.
Oh no! Is he Nurse Ratchet in this universe?
Oh my god, that show is good. Um, fucking,
How dare you?
have you...
How dare you?
Okay, the movie was good, but, like, have you seen the show Ratchet? Because it's actually quite
How
good.
dare you? How
It's
dare
good!
you? It's based on a book.
I know it's based on a book, but I'm
You
just
have, in
saying the
fact,
show
seen the
was
show.
good.
A
It was
legendary
good!
book, like a legendary book.
Yes, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and it's dope, but that show was immaculate.
It was intriguing.
I like it, man. I like Ryan Murphy's stuff. Except Glee. Fuck Glee. I don't know.
I like Glee.
I don't know why he stopped making horror, stab to have some look at these teenagers sing for a bit. Like, it makes me worry about the landscape of that man's mind.
I mean, it's pretty horrifying.
Well, yeah, fair.
I chose
Still, that book
violence.
is amazing.
Okay, so you're gonna shield him? Are you throwing him towards the table? Are you throwing him
Yeah.
somewhere?
Like I'm throwing like at the table.
Okay, so Ryan, your mic is muted here, but I have to ask you a question directly. So, Clarice has succeeded at throwing him at the table. Now he is at the table with the straps on it. If you and Julia combine, you can strap him down to this table, and then someone can sprint to pull the switch over here. Or you could choose to ignore the fact that he's yeeted on the table and do something else. I just want to make you aware that that's an option.
I also wonder some nice, strapping someone down to a table.
Yup!
Well, I mean,
So what do you
No,
want to
Ryan's
do?
got those nimble
Gonna
fingers, right?
Gonna reorient him.
True.
He's taken off so many belts. This is putting one back on is going to be pretty straightforward. Right.
So, what are you doing?
Strapping.
Alright, so I need a strength roll from you, and I will do Julia's strength roll.
Oh.
I hope you're stronger than Julia is. Oh, was that your D2?
No, that's her strength.
Ouch. It's not good.
Fucking noodle arms.
Okay, well, with one success between the pair of them, they get part of the straps on, but he's thrashing. I will allow both of you, both Clarice and Lilith, have range abilities. I will allow either of you to try and sharpshoot that fucking thing as they very poorly hold him down.
Yep, I'll give that a try.
Yeah, but if they're making contact, they're going to get shocked too.
They are making
Right.
contact at the minute, but they're just struggling to try and put the little helmet part on him at the minute.
And
So-
the wet.
So, what do I need to roll?
So, I would say, do you have anything that will help you in this? Do you have a move that will help you?
For ranged? Not
You are
really.
purely ranged. Well, no, that's not true, because you do have Frank the Axe. You actually aren't purely ranged. God, you're dangerous at all distances.
Yeah, and
Christ. Even the emotional ones, apparently.
I mean, I don't have anything in particular that would help me with, like, the accuracy of my ranged move.
You won't. You don't.
No.
So I would say let's call this a regular strength test. Hot damn. So, as you guys Rigby and Julia try to hold him down. Julia's mostly just flailing. Her little legs are floating behind as she tries to push down. She's not doing much help. Rigby's doing large amounts of the straps, being like, "Can you fucking help, please?" They somehow slide on the little helmet part. And Rigby, I just need a dexterity, I guess, is strength. That's a bad stat for you. Also doesn't feel quite right. I guess this would be will, the sense to let go at the right time. So I need a will save from you and a will save from Julia. Any successes will do. Okay, thankfully you both succeeded, because I'm like, oh my god, did I accidentally electrocute Lynn while she's not here? But you both succeed. You guys let go just in time. I'm assuming Lilith probably was like, "Get the fuck out of the way!" or something like this. Shouted something. And then shoots the lever over here, turning that on, and electricity sparks through the room, bounces across the Tesla coils back here, there, slides up the wires and into his helmet, and he just goes rigid still. As he does that, his eyes reopen, blue, and liquefy out of his head, down the sides of his skull, and behind his eyes, you can see a small little stone with a symbol that you can't quite make out engraved onto it. Mostly because it's covered in ichor, not because you can't make out the symbol in general.
So we just gotta pull it out and wipe it off.
Someone's got to.
Whose turn is it?
I believe it's Rigby's.
So Rigby's gonna do it.
You pull the thing out of his head and wipe off the eye gunk.
Yep, gotta reach in his head hole and pull that out. Or you could tap somebody else to do it, I guess, but...
No, character development, I do my own stunts now.
That's true, you do your own stunts now. So I need a will save, a will test from you, and then immediately a lore test. Ooh. Oh my god. Oh my god. So as Rigby reaches in, he goes to go towards it. Both Clarice and Lilith are like, "Oh, well, we could do it." And he's like, No, I do my own stunts. He goes to reach in, but he mistakenly reaches in with his hand that has the Elder symbol on it. It lights up purple, knocks him backwards as he goes to try to touch the thing. He goes flying. The thing goes rocketing out the back of the skull of Frankenstein and slides itself down his back and wedges himself right in between those butt cheeks, between him and, like, all that lovely dead flesh butt cheeks, in between him and the board he's strapped to, or table I guess he's strapped to, and Rigby will take 10 points of sanity damage. And your hand now tingles uncomfortably. So, someone's going to have to reach in there and get that at the beginning of your next move. We rejoin Preston in Innsmouth.
It has to be Lilith. Nothing can phase her.
It's also apparently the only one who can roll tonight.
Or, you know, you guys...
I did well for a while.
For a little bit.
Just a good use for that super long pole.
Yeah, just kind of use it as a cantilever and kind of shake it out of him, so you don't gotta really touch him. So, Preston, you heard the voice in the distance from around the corner, and you've snapped the key off in the door. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna wait for that person to show up.
Okay.
Well, I'm here under the guise that I'm fixing the password.
That is true.
So,
you have convinced
I don't
3
wanna
of
mess
the
that
people
up.
in this building that you are fixing the password.
Yeah, like, how many more managers above that can you have, right? So, I'm just gonna try and stay cool, stay calm, and tell them, like, you know, can you let me in here? I busted the lock.
So around the corner comes Phineas, the first guy you spoke to, because remember, Ferb is the second.
Do you know that Ferb shit himself? That's the first phrase he says.
So Phineas comes around the corner and goes, it's you, Mr. Password Manager, sir. And he just kind of awkwardly averts his gaze. Why are you trying to get into the manager's office?
To fix the password. I need to get access everywhere. That's why. You wouldn't happen to have a second set of keys, would you? A first set of keys. Someone's broken the key off into this door. Here.
Roll influence.
That's believable.
Oh my god. Somehow that worked. So
This is the only thing my character is good at, right?
just bullshitting his way out of every scenario. So, Phineas... of course, right. And he starts patting down his little suit, his little hazmat jumper. Very Breaking Bad. And he's like, right, yes. And he reaches down into the pants of his jumper, into you don't know where, and pulls out a ring of keys that are kind of shiny, but in a weird, like, they look wet way. And
How
goes,
many keys are on there?
Here you go. And there's only one key on it.
And it answers here?
I mean, you're gonna have to find out.
Okay, so can I get him to because I don't want to hurt my fingies, so I'll just ask him to remove the broken key nub if it's sticking out.
It is sticking out a little bit. So, yeah, roll an influence to see if you can convince him.
Yeah.
Wait, are you taking that ring of keys? Because he's kind of holding that out to you. At the
Yeah, well,
minute.
that's the key for this door, right? Otherwise, why would he
it's a skeleton key. It's the only
Oh,
one
it's
they
a
let me
skeleton.
have. Because they said I can't be trusted with a whole ring of keys because I'll lose them, like the incident where I didn't know that it's not okay to scratch areas of your body with these keys because you can lose them, it turns out, and it's real hard to get them back. There's a wait time. It's a thing.
Okay.
So now I'm only allowed to have the one.
Buddy, I'm going to do you a big favor, all right? I'm going to give you your own set of keys. You can't tell anybody about it.
I don't know how comfortable I feel about secrets. I'm notoriously bad at secrets.
All right, never mind.
There was this one time that the boss told me that there was a secret. Okay, I guess I won't tell you about the boss thing. And he immediately starts going to work at the key.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So, let me just see if Phineas is useful in any fucking way, which I doubt. Oh, yeah, he is. He's got little nimble fingies. He slides out that little thing, and he's just like, oh, it happens all the time. See, there's a really, really simple solution. When you're a fish boy, anyway, you just gotta... And he just spits a stream of goo at it. And he goes, see, it slides right out after that. Really, Mr. Password Fixer, sir, if you just, did that next time the key gets... It'll come right out. See? It came right out.
Okay, great. So I'm going to ask him before I enter in here. Can you go get me a roll of toilet paper? Just from the bathroom over there?
The one where the disembodied crying is coming from?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Get on that as quick as you can. Don't even look. And while he's on his way, I'm going to head into this other room.
So, as you head into this room and he goes the other way, all you hear is, Ferb, again, man? And he just, don't look at me! Leave me here! And as you hear them have this discourse, you enter the room. Are you closing that door behind you?
Yeah.
That's a good call. Close the door behind you, and you find yourself in an office decorated with heads, like, of fish mounted, and just little skeletal bodies behind them, mounted on plaques, hunter style, all around the room. You see a large bookcase behind a desk with a large executive-looking chair, and there's paperwork strewn all across the all across the desktop.
Okay, I'm going to check out the paperwork.
Okay, roll observation.
Oh, man. Ah.
Okay. As you go to touch the paperwork, you realize that everything is covered in a slight, thin layer of ooze. Not ooze like they have with the SGS, but still gross. Mm-hmm. So, You go and pull up one soggy sheet of paper. You squint at it to try and see what it says, and you realize that they are notes for a meeting that you assume had to do with the meeting that you saw in the other room. You also suspiciously see an invitation from the Yellow King similar to the one that the entire party got at the beginning of your quest here, and you also see something that looks like still images taken of the hut pre it getting its shit rocked when you saw the one that you went to in the old port.
Which hut was that? Because there were a lot of places in the old port.
The one
where
that
the dude was killed.
Yes, the one where Gilman was killed. Not Gilman, sorry, the one where the other Marsh was killed.
Yeah. Okay. So then I'll check out the bookcase behind me because that's the only other interesting thing in the room, right?
Well, there's the desk itself, which has drawers.
Okay. So I'll just have a seat in that comfy-looking chair.
It's also covered in ooze, so now you are also.
I will not have a seat in that comfy-looking chair. If I notice that on my way down, I'm gonna stop
and just kind of hover.
Just ease my way back up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just hover like an inch above the chair. Like, this is what I wanted to do.
Just to get that feeling of being an executive, but not touch that gross ass shit.
Exactly.
You're just waiting for the other Marshmen to come back just to intimidate him.
Yeah.
Poor Phineas.
It's gonna be real hard to do the chair spin, though.
Did you give him the whole ring of
Like,
keys?
just squatting and moving the chair
I didn't
with
give
your
him
hand
anything.
like this while moving.
Just shimmying.
Yeah.
So, you have 4 drawers. You would have to roll observation to see if they're locked. You do. The first drawer you open very confidently, expecting something impressive to be in it, because it has a lock on it, but it is not locked. You open it, and all there is a picture of a female fishman who looks no different than the male fishman, by the way, in a scantily clad little bikini number.
Well, then I think she looks different than the male fishmen. Because
It's,
the males don't wear clothes, or they have shorts.
They have the shorts.
Right.
Just that pointlessly has a bikini. It's the
Right,
same exact everything else, though.
Yeah, but clearly the females have nipples.
Nope. Not
Or
even.
something.
It's flat to their body. Like, there's no difference. It's just, you're not even convinced it is a girl.
So
It
this
could
is-
possibly just be any of them
This is
wearing a
fetish porn,
bikini.
then.
So, that was in the drawer, along with a little note that says, "See you again, sweetie."
Okay. I'm gonna rip it in half and just put it back in the.
Oh
in the
my
drawer.
god, it's fuck your porn.
Or
Fuck
whatever,
you.
Like,
yeah, whatever
imagine if
dick
it's
bag
like
comes
the
back
other-
afterwards.
Like the fish woman that you saw. Was that?
No. It's not Uxia. You'd know. She's differently shaped.
No, this one's Doofenshmirtz.
That would be amazing. We still have a Perry either, actually. Well, you don't know what the name of the manager is. I haven't decided yet, but I feel like that's a giveaway. So, are you checking the other 4 drawers as well?
Yeah, check.
So you open the larger drawer underneath it, and you see a bunch of files. It looks like they're all labeled important on the spine, but when you open them and flip through the pages of it, you see they're all just entry and exit logs of when people were clocking in, clocking out in one, and in the other, it's just a diary of what he's had for lunch that day. Every day. For like months.
Okay, what kind of stuff is in there?
Like hamburger, fish fillet.
Okay, well, if I flip through it real quick, what's the most common?
His most common food?
Yeah, just in case I run into him, you know?
Let's
What does he
see.
clearly have a
Let's
penchant
see
for?
if you can figure out if he has a pattern. Roll observation to see if you can notice a pattern of these things. Nope, you can't. He just eats so many things, and some of them are
Cholesterol.
fucking rank. The only thing you can tell from this is he's for sure on his way to a doctor's visit if he keeps this shit up.
Yeah. What the hell is a jujube fish sandwich?
Ugh.
Yeah.
Open the next drawer on top, or go to at least, and realize it is locked and has a small keyhole, just like the one on the other side did. You reach down to the 4th and last drawer, and as you tug it open, you
Wait,
hear
I'm not opening the 3rd drawer?
It's locked. You'd have to use...
Yeah, but I have a skeleton key, doesn't it?
No, skeleton key is the wrong size.
Right, because it's only for the doors, obviously. And the key ring that I have.
You still have it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, yeah, it has the 2 smaller keys on it. You could try those if you like.
Yeah, I'll try a smaller. I can't imagine why it would be on there, but I'll try the smaller keys just in case.
All right. Roll observation.
Man. Yeah, there you go.
By luck, you turn the first one, doesn't work. Second one, click, and it opens. You open that drawer, and you find in the drawer a small black box. About
I open-
yay big.
Is it like a...
Like ring box size.
Oh my! Is it a ring? I'm gonna open it. Is it a ring? I
It is not.
do.
You open the box and you see a golden ball with an eye, and inside the eye it says the letters EOD.
Hold on a second. I'm trying to figure out.
End of days.
I didn't write down, or I didn't save what I was looking. Oh no, looking for golden necklace and golden eye of dragon or Dagon.
Dagon.
So I'm gonna snatch that because that's it, obviously.
It is indeed. Dagon. Oh, that's not spelled correctly, but that you get what you get. Golden Eye of Dagon. So, now you have one of your treasures that you got sent by Uxia to look for. The other thing that you see in the drawer is Polaroids that look like the scene of the murder and messed up house after the events.
Hold on a second. Okay, while I'm here, actually, I'm gonna open the leafy package.
Oh, you're gonna
that I
open
have.
the leafy package. Test your lore.
Yeah, because I just exceeded my inventory, so I
Ah.
have to get rid of. I have to deal with something.
Fair. Test your lore. Oh,
No
goodness. As you go to open the leafy package, what's the hand that you're missing the thumb on?
Fuck
your
if
glove?
I know. Left,
Left. And Preston is right hand dominant or left hand dominant?
right hand down.
Okay. So, as you reach towards the package, a sharp shooting pain races up your arm as the leafy package... You've seen Adventure Time, right?
Yeah.
Just straight up goes up your arm, wraps around your hand in leaves and vine, and now it has become one with your forearm to up to about like here-ish. So not your quite full forearm, but quite a ways past your wrist.
And this is a positive thing.
You can't feel your hand anymore.
This could still be a positive thing, right? Like, so it's okay. So it's just leaves and vines, right? And I can't. Can I move my hand?
Let's see. Roll a will test. You can gently, like, bend your fingers. Not a full close, but kind of like that. So it's not taken
And this
off
is my
your...
good hand or my bad hand?
This is your left hand. The one
Okay,
that you're
that's fine.
missing the bit of glove.
Right. That's
So,
good. Actually, that's not good. So that
No,
makes
it's
my
not.
inventory problem like significantly worse.
Yep.
So I guess is it okay? How wide can I open my hand?
Technically, that has moved to an equip slot rather than taking up your... It's still unopened, but it's not good.
Okay, so then I can't hold my fish blade anymore then, right?
Nope, not unless you're gently balancing it in your hand. I think it's still technically equipped to your left hand, however, I don't see you being able to actively use it. Kind of just sitting in your equipment slot.
Okay. So, can't use.
So I've moved it, I've got it listed as leafy package vine tendrils, brackets
Yeah.
left hand.
So then, in this case, fuck, man. I guess I will drop the... Because I've got 5
You're no
bullets for
longer
an
you're no
SLS
longer
rifle.
encumbered because the leafy package leaves your items and goes into your equip.
Where the fuck did I... Right.
Technically, you have 2 things equipped to your left hand now, which is technically impossible, but it's because it's like more like wearing a glove
Yeah,
than
but
having
I'll just-
something in your usable hand slot. Like it would
I'll
take a
remove
ring
the-
slot, so to speak. Like you have a
But I
ring
still
slot
have-
on both hands, kind of thing. It would take that slot.
I still have 5 SLS rifle bullets. I just don't need those, so I'm just gonna drop them anyway.
Just to give yourself an extra opening, because now you have 9 things.
Yeah, now I have 9 things, yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna drop the rifle rounds?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I want to keep the coins, just in case. And the curse book has come in handy so far. So until I get rid of the stupid mirror. Anyway.
So, hold on, what's your inventory according to your sheet at the minute?
Unequipped stuff inventory is 3 bread rolls, the golden helm, the 3 glowing yellow vials, curse book, rifle with rounds, golden boat, 12 coins, fragment of the curse mirror, and a golden eye that I just got.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I just checked the last drawer.
And you're dropping your rifle rounds.
Yeah. Into the drawer, obviously, so that if anybody comes in after me, there's nothing immediately askew.
Okay. And wait, what was the last thing you said?
Oh, just to check the final drawer, and then...
Okay.
Because I was checking all 4 drawers, and we didn't get to the last one.
Yeah. So, again, the ring box with the eye of Dagon, which is in your inventory now.
Yeah, well, I'm not taking the box. I'm leaving the box in the drawer.
Yeah,
so
you're
that
just
nothing
taking
looks
the...
amiss.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll put the rifle rounds in the box and
just to keep the weight
and regular
even.
stuff, right? Yeah.
I approve. Also, in that same drawer were the Polaroids of the incident at the house after the effect. So now you kind of get the idea that this manager called this hit, and they checked up to see that it was good and done.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go snitch.
The last drawer you open, and you see a small dogfish hybrid looking thing just sitting there staring up at you.
Is it alive? Oh, it's alive.
It's alive. It's staring at you. It's looking back at you.
I'm just gonna scoop it into my hat.
Just scoop it right onto the hat. No questions. Just into
No
that.
questions. Deal with it later.
All right. In it
Gonna
goes.
use like the inertia from the surprise. Right?
Just looking at and you just nope. That's a problem for not
Yeah.
now.
I do that with spiders sometimes accidentally. When they scare you, you're like, whoa!
Jesus. Just fucking
Deal
yeet
with that
them.
later.
The next thing you know, it just fucking flies away.
Flies?
Falls out of Ryan's
Hides
hat.
in the corner.
Oh God, Jesus Christ. So I'm just gonna put that in your hat. Unsuspecting, I will put in brackets, because you fucking kidnapped it.
Well, it's not a kid. It's fine.
I'm pretty sure kidnapping is just always called that. Oh wait, shit, I put that in Ryan's hat. This is not Ryan's hat.
No, because if you steal someone's dog, it's just property theft.
Fair.
Yeah.
I put that in Joey's hat and not Ryan's hat, because that'll be awkward. Ryan's just like, where'd this fish dog come from? Never seen this before in my life.
The only thing that should transfer between our hats is like little notes.
Just little notes. Like, you're cool. No, you're cool.
No, I heart you with a winky face.
Yeah.
It's a winky face.
Have a good day. I believe in you.
I believe in you.
Do good magic.
Yeah.
Just like the little
pack you
notes
a
that
sack
moms
lunch.
leave in your fucking pack lunch.
I packed you a sack lunch. It doesn't. Only the note transfers, so I ate it.
You don't get the sack lunch. You just get the note.
Yeah.
All right, back to the main party. Ryan has knocked himself on his ass and left the stone in there. Now his left hand's all... is it your left hand that's marked, Ryan, or is it your right hand that's marked? Like, is it your
Oh, left.
good or bad hand?
It was his left hand.
Left? Right. So, oh yeah, it's just like dispel God's magical symbol branded on his left hand. Okay, so it reacted poorly. You got knocked on your bums. Lilith, everyone, Lilith, Karith, Julia saw that. So Lilith, it's your action. I assume Rigby's still on the floor.
It's
Well,
still 11 o'clock, though, so, like,
Actually,
how long
I'm
we-
legit falling asleep. It's midnight.
I was about to say it's
I-
11 o'clock now, so for us.
Well then, should we call it here?
Yeah.
It's not good since we just finished Joey's turn. That's
Yeah.
No, we'll finish
The end of
here
turn
so we can start with Lynn next time.
That's a good idea. Alrighty, gang. Well, this has been a chaotic but interesting session. Let me just write some session notes. So,
Poison soup.
poison soup. So the party escaped the basement crypt without getting bum rushed by bug swarm.
I'm really hoping this leafy hand turns into like a superpower.
I mean, it didn't go so well for Finn, did it?
I don't remember.
He lost that arm.
Oh, come on.
He did lose that
Aw.
arm.
All right, I have a solution.
Takes Ryan's arm from under the hat somehow. Party escape basement crypt. Okay, right? Yes.
Actually, gave me another idea for a solution.
Oops. Returned to the alchemist's
Oh, that reminds me.
quarters.
Am I still trying to murder Ryan? Because last I checked, I was supposed to be murdering Ryan.
Oh yeah,
But like
well,
a lot happened.
yeah. Technically,
I
you
never
had a side
clarified.
quest, so I might as well like mention this now to the party. But Joey had a secret side quest that while Ryan was still having the bat blood in it, to kill Ryan without Ryan's knowledge, to try and activate the vampirism in Ryan for a boon for his own character. Took a dark pact. With that said, enough time has passed, and Preston's been gone from the party long enough that the blood has left Ryan's system, so now he
Yeah.
no longer can
But
turn
my
Ryan into a vampire, which means that dark pact
Character
will
doesn't
come...
know that.
He
So
doesn't
the
know that.
Second I see Ryan, I'm gonna try and kill him.
However, that dark pact will now come back on you. So, there's that. There is that. So right, you reunited in the alchemist quarters. 8 Frankie finds soup. Good soup. Actually, it was bad soup. The soup was full of fucking... I don't know, date rape drug. I never really clarified. The slurp, that's not soup at all. Soup.
I mean, it wasn't actually.
Oh, that's not an L, it's an
right,
I.
so
Also, it wasn't soup, it was stew.
Soup.
So, soup.
Here, have this soup.
This soup, it's totally on the level and not at all alarming.
Did you say shoop? No.
I said, no, I didn't. I definitely did not say that. Clarice protected the party with a shield. Then the party electrocuted. That's not correct. Electrocuted the alchemist. And now must retrieve the stone in his head that is covered in gross. In yucky mucky.
No, the stone's not in his head, it's in his butt cheeks.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he put it on the rear shelf.
This fell into the undead ass cheeks. That's not how you spell cheeks. There we go. Undead ass cheeks. And then Preston fucking continues to ruin Ferb's life by sending in Finn. You explore the manager's office and gained the eye of the EOD. Bop. Also got hand given the bad suck by the leafy package. Preston got the bad suck. And that is everything that happened this session. So, good session, guys. Amazingly powerful rolls, Sans Lynn. Though we do miss
Like
her
usual.
presence. Though we do miss her presence. Apparently everyone can roll much better.
Except Ryan.
Except for Ryan. I think
Which is rare.
she sucked up too much of your power. He's still recharging. That's what it was. He needed to get back into it, you know? But yeah, that's a good stopping off point, guys. So, that was a good session all.